Welcome back to the hot spot with Cameron. And today it's on and cracking. We got the Washington Commanders coming into our building in the Ford Field, and we going full circle when we started all of this with my boy Eroc. Welcome them back to the hot spot with Cameron. What's good, my guy?
Going on?
And not a thing but a chicken wing. Hey, we gonna get right to it, man. What do you think is gonna happen? We up. I mean, we got a 9.5 point spread. Like we're favored, big time. What do you think gonna happen on Saturday night?
Yeah, we favored because we the number one seed, you know what I'm saying? And they the lowest seed, but I still think we gonna handle business Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So,
I just think we gonna handle business.
yeah. When you say handle business, what do you think are gonna be the, what I'm saying? What are gonna be the major factors that put us on top and have us looking good and going on to the next game?
We need to continue to play good defense, and the offense speaks for itself. So as long as we can stop the offense, we gonna be all right. Like you talked
Mm.
about pregame, we talked about Jayden Daniels. We're going to stop him. We're going to have to stop him on his running because we usually have trouble with running quarterbacks. Hopefully, we can stop his running. We need to contain Jayden Daniels running.
Okay, so we got Anzalone back, and in the game against Josh Allen, which I think that everybody refers to that game because he ran all over us. He did whatever he wanted. So, do you think that the I don't want to say acquisition because he was already there, but him coming back off an injury and doing what he did against Minnesota, do you think that that's going to be a problem for Jayden Daniels?
I'm hoping he plays the way he played against the Vikings. If we can contain Jayden Daniels, the Redskins don't have a chance.
Right. I mean, because I don't think that Eckler or if we went up front, if Williams can put pressure, I mean, he has 9 sacks this season, and he ain't even been playing the whole game. So, I mean, do you think that that's going to be a major factor with making or like sealing off those edges, keeping Jayden in the pocket and making him step up into a collapse pocket? What do you think? What do you think of that?
Yeah, I just think off of that, Aaron Glenn is gonna prepare, and we had a week to prepare. So I think his defense, the way we played, people didn't expect the Lions to play the way they played against the Vikings. We made Sam Darnold look bad, and even carried on into the game against the Rams last week. You feel me? He played terrible his last 2 games, and he was playing on a high caliber many weeks before that. But like we was
Mm-hmm.
talking about, I have a few friends, we talk sports. You got to look at the Vikings wins. They beat below average teams when they won. They lost to the Lions twice. They lost to
Mm-hmm.
the Rams twice. What's their record? They lost 4 times. You know what I'm saying? So
Uh-huh.
so people expected the Vikings to do way more than what they did last week. If our defense comes out and plays the way they played 2 weeks ago against the Vikings, Washington might as well pack it up. And it was a nice season for them. They made the playoffs. Thank y'all for coming out. Good night. You know what I'm saying?
Good night.
Thank y'all for
I mean,
coming
I'm
out.
saying,
Good night. You
you
know
know,
what I'm saying?
we talk about it. I mean, I'm saying, and I'll say this. I mean, I ain't ashamed. I was in the building for that game, and I'm
Yeah,
telling you, it was loud in there. And I mean, when you think about the stage that he was on last week, I mean, yeah, Baker Mayfield and Tampa Bay, they were good. They beat us. I mean,
exactly.
I know it was a loss, but I got a lot to say about that as well. But that's a whole nother show. What I'm saying is The stage that he's been on and the composure that he's had is admirable. But I don't think he's ever been in a den like this before, man. Man, 65,000 people all wearing Honolulu blue. You know what I'm saying? Second round of the playoffs against the number one seed, Jared Goff, 11% pass the QBR rating. You know what I'm saying? 95% passer rating, 4,000 yard skill players. You know what I'm saying? Fourth down, going on fourth down. You know, a lot of things are in our favor. But there's one thing that I want to hear from you about Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson. Do you think they were distracted by those interviews and that NFL coaching opportunities?
Well, I don't think so because Aaron Glenn, he turned down the Patriots interview. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
right now, they are the highest sought out people for head coaching jobs. I think right now, with Aaron Glenn turning down the Patriots job, even though they gave it to Weber or whatever his name is from Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't think
Vrabel.
Vrabel, yeah, I don't think that distracts them at all, man. You know what I'm saying? This is expected. This is part of
Mm-hmm.
the process. You know what I'm saying? I still think they focused on going out and winning the Super Bowl. That's the goal. You know what I'm saying? And I hope they don't leave. You know what I'm saying? But when you got coaches that's doing what they're doing, it's expected, especially with
Mm-hmm.
all these coaches that's getting fired. You know what I'm saying? And who you gonna bring in? They was talking about Ben Johnson going to the Vikings during the season, going to the Bears. You know, every time they wanted why would and that's in the division. So you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a distraction because it's part of the process. I think they
Right.
focused on that we winning the Super Bowl. They focused on winning the Super Bowl. We got the best team in the NFL right now. This ain't never happened. We the number one seed in our division. You know what I'm saying? We had to buy. We had weeks to rest. And like I say, I feel sorry for Washington. They gave it a good run, but I just don't think they have the talent. They got. They don't have the talent to beat us. Put it that way. They don't. They
Right.
don't. They don't
So,
have the talent to beat us.
I'm gonna say it again. Our offense, yes, we are a lot of firsts. What I do want to say though is do you think that our okay? Because Terry, I mean, he was hurt. And the thing is they do have some viable weapons. They have some viable receivers. They got a tight end. You know, I feel like I said, Anzalone. I think that's a good. I'm happy he's back. At the same time, Terrion went down in the last game. Where do you see him at? And do you think that they're going to play Robertson on McLaurin, on Terry McLaurin? How do you think that's going to pan out with our secondary, the linebackers? How do you think that's going to pan out?
I think that'll be a good matchup, but I don't think Terry McLaurin. He's a deep threat, man. That's about all he's worth. And I think what they gonna put, like I say again, Ben Johnson to put our defense in position to shut him down. We just shut down Jordan Addison. He had one catch for 0 yards.
I
We
know we
just
talked about
shut
that.
down we just shut down Justin Jefferson. He didn't even see the end zone. You know what I'm saying? We shut down. They were supposed to have all season long. They'd have been on NFL, Fox Sports, talking to the commentators, interviewed. They were supposed to be the best dual receivers in the NFL. And the
Mm-hmm.
Lions shut them down with a mediocre defense. Our defense,
Mm-hmm.
we didn't have a full defense, and
Mm-hmm.
they shut them down. I don't know if you could blame Sam Darnold. Yeah, Justin Jefferson got a little. He didn't even get 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? So
4 catches. I think he
that's
only had 4 catches for 18 yards, if I'm not correct. So I'm
no.
gonna ask you one more question about well, you know what, I'm gonna just switch sides because their defense, I want to say, is the worst defense against the run. Do you think that we should just pound the rock, or do you still think we should stay in our formula? I mean, we are at times we can be pass heavy. At the same time, Do you think that they're going to try and showcase Jared Goff and start kind of? What do you think that the offense is going to emphasize on if they are preparing for us to try and run it down their throat?
Well, only way they're gonna what they're gonna do, load the box. We're gonna run the ball regardless, and Montgomery's supposed to play. So what are they gonna do? They did like you just said it. They the worst run defense. We got the best. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna
Right.
be like the worst versus the best. So we have the best offensive line in the
In
NFL.
football.
That's what I'm saying. That has never happened either. So their defense is not going to be able to stop our run. And if you do stop our run, you're not going to be able to stop the pass and the run. Like I say, Washington played good, man. They played good enough to thank y'all for coming out. Good night. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. Like you say, I don't think this game is going to be close. I don't think this game is going to be close. One receiver is not going to beat us, and Terry McLaurin is not a Justin Jefferson. He's not even a Jordan Addison.
Right. So do you think, I mean, are you looking, do you think it's premature to look forward to possibly Philadelphia or possibly the Rams again? What do you think? What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, yeah, we playing next week. You know, we winning this week, and I
Right.
think we're gonna be playing the Rams. I don't like really how Philadelphia is playing right now. We're gonna play the Rams, and that'll be a good game. But the Rams, they still don't have enough to beat us. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I like Puka. They don't even use Cooper Cup. You know what I'm saying? So again, you got to shut down Puka. You're gonna have to make them throw it to Cooper Cup. So I think the Lions will win this week. I think the Rams will win this week, and I think we will be playing the Rams, and we will beat the Rams, and we will be in the Super Bowl. That's my prediction. Y'all heard it here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what though? You're not the only person. Like I have so many. I mean, I was up at the gas station getting my coffee this morning, and I was just like, "What do you think about that? Like that Rams game?" And they was like, "Oh, Matthew Stafford want his get back. Matthew Stafford is hungry." And then you know what I'm saying? Same thing you said. They were just like Jalen and A.J. and Devontae and all those guys, even Saquon. They was like Saquon Barkley got to have a game of games for them to win because a lot of people are just saying they don't think Jalen Hurts can do it. I'm not sure if that 2 weeks off or that concussion protocol kind of threw them off. I mean, but to be honest with you, all year Philadelphia has kind of been up and downish. I mean, with injuries and then AJ saying AJ didn't get the ball enough and having a fit. Yeah, I mean, I
Is
don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of their locker room like that. But from what the Philadelphia fans that I talked to, to be honest with you, one of them said to me, and that was today, said that they good enough to make it to the NFC Championship. But as for a Super Bowl aspiration or a Super Bowl push, they really didn't see it happening. Uh, a lot of things had to swing their way against the Rams. And I think that the Rams, I don't really care for Matthew Stafford. And I think everybody that sees this show or watches my shows or watches my takes, everybody that know me know that I'm happy about the trade for Jared Goff. He got a lot of records. He threw a lot to Megatron. He did a lot. But the one thing that I've never seen him really do was win until he got to the Rams into a system that was built for Jared Goff.
I mean, but I gotta stop you on that because at one point Matthew Stafford was the comeback king for the Lions. Man, we just didn't have enough. You gotta think Jared Goff came. That trade was crazy because you gotta think we traded Matthew Stafford. That motherfucker went and won a motherfucking Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Under a
Right
system
away.
that was already established, though. They had just lost the Super Bowl. It ain't like they didn't have a Super Bowl ready team.
But that's what I'm saying. They went and got the quarterback they felt. It just happens. It's a business. He was
Yeah,
kind of ready to go. And Jared Goff kind of, you got that's why Jared Goff feels slighted because, like you said, he was
that was
traded.
his Super
They,
Bowl. So,
Exactly. He was traded, and motherfucking Stafford come in, win the Super Bowl. He come to Alliance, we
but
suck.
that's what we get it now. So if they do me, hey, that like last year, that wasn't necessarily a full vindication because he didn't win the Super Bowl. But this year, if he beats Stafford, and because hey, go ahead and win it, Stafford against Philadelphia, so he can go ahead and mud stomp you and show you definitively that that was his Super Bowl. Him and
That would
McVay
be
just they had a falling out after that Super Bowl, man, that I feel just was not reconcilable. So anyway, like I said, I think that I think I think Philadelphia with a couple of different breaks, if if Matthew don't like if he don't bring it, which I think he is now because he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. So he knows that pressure now. I'm not saying he didn't know it before, but now he know it. And he lost last year to Jared. So now he like, man, I got to get there again and show them that I really am that guy. And then you know what? Prove me wrong. And I said that before. Prove me wrong. But the thing is I think that Jared Goff want that comeback too. He like, come on back. I'm gonna show you for real this time. So you know what
it'll
I'm
be
saying.
a good.
So and that's the thing. It still got to go the way they want it to go. And Philadelphia is never out of it. They're not. I mean, even
Oh,
with,
no.
with him playing the way he plays. So to you know what I'm saying, to be honest, I would love to see Jared Goff against Matthew Stafford again for the NFC championship. You know what I'm saying? For the conference championship. This right here though, I, I, I like you said, I feel like with that 9.5, they need to do it early. They need to just go ahead and put them out of their misery early. Let them know, like, no, 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 it's gonna be loud in there Saturday night, man.
That's another thing, man. I was going to say, you was there. You was at the game. I was at home watching it on TV. Tony Dungy said he has never been in a stadium that has been that loud. You know what I'm saying? So that's another factor for the Lions. I mean, we got the 12th man right now. Put it that way. You
Right.
know how Seattle, the Seahawks got the 12 man. Our fans right now, we loud. It's hard to play in there. So us having
Man,
home field advantage, that was major for us to beat the Vikings. We got what we needed. Even if we would have lost a bit on the road, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers would have been at that motherfucking game against the Rams. You know what I'm saying? Because our fans have been traveling. We have in that
traveling.
Arizona. We had so many fans at the Arizona Cardinals game that I thought shit, it was a home game. Like I said
It
that
was
before
a
in that
home
game.
game.
So that game got moved to Arizona. So that's what I'm saying. So we have an advantage with our not only our team being the best and we playing like we got they the lowest seed. This is how it's supposed to be. If we lose, shit, we didn't. That'll be it's almost like you might as well sweep us under all that historic shit we done did is no good if we lose in the first round. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
if we lose the first game that we play in after a bye week, no, dog, that I think that'll be a first, like that'll be historic. You know what I'm saying? I still think we're a team of destiny, though. I don't think that I know that it's not no way, statistically or physically, that they could lose this game. In my mind, in my mind. So, so I am actually looking forward, like not I mean, they got to take care of business like you said. But other than that, I'm not really worried to where I don't think that they're going to perform. Like, I feel like I think Jameson Winston's going to do his thing. I think Amon Ra is going to be ready to. I mean, there's nobody like I tried to ask you earlier, from the coaching staff all the way down. I think that their full focus is on the Commanders. I think it's on the Commanders because their eye is on the prize, and they know how much is at stake. And the thing is it's blue lights everywhere in the city, like everywhere. People got blue lights up everywhere. Like you see paraphernalia, you see apparel everywhere. People got stickers on cars. To be honest with you, me and you talked about it even in the last time or the first time we talked. Even the Pistons is doing good. What you got to say about the Pistons, man? Because you talked about them before in Bickerstaff and Cade and
I,
them. Hey, Cade going crazy right now.
I told you, said the whole city winning, even the Red Wings. We fire our coach. We ain't. I think they lost 1 or 2 games since they fired his ass. But yeah, the Pistons, man, like I say, unexpected again. Cade Cunningham, that boy playing the way he's supposed to be playing. He ain't been hurt. Or like I say, Tim Hart. You can't deny they beating good teams, man. They ain't just
Right.
beating
You know they lost the
anybody.
two they lost the two the other night to Golden State. I want to
But
say
that's
they playing
okay.
tonight. And you know what, man? Shoot, people gonna be out, man. The city, I mean, I keep telling people, man, the city is electric right now, man. It's so it's so fun to see people not always on guard. Like, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? You say go Lions, man, you look up, 3 people say go Lions. You know what I'm saying? People like talking about the Pistons and everything, and it's like, oh man, that's like it's crazy, man. Like how everything is just coming together at one time, and it all, you know what I'm saying? It all started in 22 when they decided to play against Green Bay and finish out their season 0-8. That right there was such a big decision, man. Like people don't really look back on the things that happen in games. I mean, I say it like this: Jayden Daniels and the Commanders wouldn't even be here if Baker Mayfield didn't make that fumble. If he didn't fumble the ball in the red zone for Jayden Daniels, now they wouldn't have got 7 points.
exactly.
But then also another situation was where they had 4th and 1. Tampa had 4th and 1. The center hiked the ball. When do that happen? Put
That's
them
what
back
I'm
5.
saying.
They settle for a field goal to tie the game. Guess what? First one to 21 win. Jaden them
That's what
had the
I'm
ball
saying.
last.
Tampa Bay shot themselves in the foot that game. I picked
That-
Tampa Bay should have won that game. Tampa Bay had the more talent on the field. They shot themselves in the foot. Like you say, the fumble at the end of the game by Baker, the center snapping the ball. That's all football. That's football. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
I think didn't a missed field goal come in there somewhere
it
maybe, but
did.
that's what I'm saying. So you shoot yourself in the foot. The Lions don't make the mistakes, and we got the best kicker in the game right now. So
I was just about to ask you about the special teams play. How important do you think that the special teams play is in reference to like ball positioning or field positioning? You know, clock management, pinning them deep. What do you think about that? Do you think that we have a good chance of controlling that as well?
we have the advantage on both sides to me. Well, all phases of that. Special team, kicker, the punter, the receiving. You know what I'm saying? That they had like a rookie or so. I don't know who they had. You know, fumble. He better hope he hold on to the ball. I'm telling you, it's so loud. That's why I say it's gonna be so loud in there, man. It's gonna be overwhelming. I think for the Redskins this weekend.
It may
That's
not.
just
You
my
know what?
opinion.
If you know, I saw Jaden take that hit in the first quarter or whatever. Linebacker came up and smashed his ass. He had the cut on his face and everything. For him to come
Yeah,
back from that in that situation and then be ready to play right next play, that was admirable. Like you said, that was a real that was I was like, yeah, go get him, young man. The only problem with that is everybody else got to step up too, man. It's gonna be everybody got to be ready. Like I don't
I
think I
mean,
think they know. I really think they know. I mean, because they're professionals. And the thing is that they like, nah, man, it ain't like that. I told you the Lions been playing play. To be honest, I keep saying like week 14, 15, they was playing playoff football. But to be honest, right after the break, when they came back from the break, they wasn't playing then. I mean, ever since they lost to Buffalo, they really was like, oh no, we got to tighten up ship even more. Because
that's what I'm
they was
saying.
playing at a high level when they came out of the bye week. But then once they
Every
came out of that bye week and Buffalo like kind of smacked them up because of their inefficiencies at linebacker and and
Well, we was really
securing
depleted
that middle of the
against
field.
them. We was really depleted against the Buffalo. Buffalo just caught us at the right time. And like I say, and they it was a good loss. We didn't really have nobody, and because that's what they expected the Vikings to do to us. I mean,
Right,
I'm being honest. They expected the Vikings. Our defense wasn't there. They expected the shit. I thought the game was going to be high scoring. Shit, it didn't even hit the over on the parlay. I mean, the over didn't even hit far. I didn't bet. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Even the
right,
commentators was like, everybody thought it was going to be a shootout. It was not a shootout. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
You say like 50 plus points.
It was like 40. It was only like 45 or something. But and they still, the Vikings didn't score a touchdown, did they? Did they score? I think they
No,
kicked
they
off
did
field
not.
goal.
They only had 9 points.
Yeah,
They
they
had
kicked
three
off
field
field
goals.
goal.
You got to realize they got the ball on the interception on the 3,
That's what I'm saying.
and they still had to settle for a field goal. They couldn't even run it in from the 3. Our
And like I
defense,
say, that
no,
shit carried
literally,
over to
our
when they played
defensive
the
line,
Rams.
man.
They still
Hey, our
couldn't do it.
defensive line, to be honest with you, yeah, they may not get a lot of sacks, but you ain't running the football nowhere. And you get pressured every time you go back to pass. I mean, you know what I'm
And
saying? Like you said, Sam Donald, he was so shook. I mean, I don't think Jayden gonna get shook like that. At the same time, though,
Jayden gonna
it's
be
a
out there
lot,
running.
man.
Jayden gonna be out there running for his life. I hate to say
He
it
gonna
because
be running for his life.
well, like I say, they don't. Brian Robinson is really not a great running back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got Zach Ertz, and then you got, like you say, who come out the
Eckler is the
backfield?
backup, I think.
Austin
Eckler is a
Eckler.
hard runner. He's a hard runner, but he's not the starter though, I don't think.
No,
So they
Brian
got a couple of
Robinson.
guys they got a couple of sneaky guys, a couple shifty guys, some power guys. But at the same time, like you said, I think shit. What Adam Jones was, you know what I'm saying? We took him out of the game. Like you're not I don't know. I mean, if he was Derrick Henry, I'd say okay. But no, other than that,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, even Saquon probably. I think Saquon would have problems with our defense.
Yeah, that's exactly because all we gotta do, shit, Jalen Hurts can't throw that motherfucker, so all he gotta do is key on him. You know what I mean? Saquon gonna get his, but Jalen Hurts, I mean, that's all I'm saying. As far as Austin Eckler, he don't do nothing far as fake. He get a couple catches and he run the ball. Brian Robinson, he ain't gonna be able to do nothing with our defense. Aaron Jones didn't even do nothing with our defense. Brian
Mm-hmm.
Robinson, Brian Robinson is not uh, Aaron Jones. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Hey, you know what? Hey, somebody just said to me, man, K from Dallas, so he homegrown. I get that though. Hey, but he in the D now. He in the big D now, and he doing big things for the Pistons. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Eric, man, I wanna thank you again for coming full circle, man, coming to do the show again, man. You know what I'm saying? Finishing up this session right now, the playoffs, going into the next stage of the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? The next thing I look to see is them going to the Super Bowl. Like whoever they play next round, uh, I expect more of the same. So I feel like you do too. So again, man, I want to thank you for being here again. And one more time, where can the people find you, my man? What you got going on?
Hey man, same old shit, just a different day. You can find me at Smoke Gang Eroc on the Instagram, Eroc the Ghetto Poet or anything else, man. That's
And that's what I'm
TH.
saying. That's what I'm talking about, man. Keep grinding, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I
Thank y'all for
appreciate you
having
being
me.
on the show. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody. Thanks again for coming to the show, The Hot Spot with Cameron. Hey, we trying to bring you all of the news that we can about, the playoffs right now. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to talk about the Pistons too. It's just so much Lions right now. I cannot get away from it. I'm going to bring you everything I can from the D. I'm going to go make sure that you know and you up to date on everybody's opinions. I'm out there. It's cold out. Guess what? I'm keeping warm. I'm keeping it hot on the Hot Spot with Cameron. See you next time.